What's up, locos? It's the guy behind the camera coming to you again today for an unboxing look at the latest release from Nike. This is their Fully Charged pack, and we have it only on the Phantom Venom. I believe they have a Phantom Vision coming out as well, but we're going to be looking at the Phantom Venom today. Brand new release, so you can see that. So let's just dive in and have a look at this thing. I've been immersing myself in all things Phantom Venom in the lead up to this because I've been kind of excited about this cleat. Oh, okay. All right, so Fully Charged. It's just a color up. Obviously the cleats have only been out for a very short while, but this is the latest colorway that they've dropped. Now this was going to originally be called Strike Night. Little insider note. I don't know if you guys remember Strike Night from a few years ago with the Hyper Venom when they had like Rashford and I think they had Cavani and a bunch of top strikers, Aubameyang, like get together and have a contest just to see who was the best finisher. That was one of the cooler promotions I can never remember. So I think this was originally going to be called Strike Night, but they've changed it to be Fully Charged. You can kind of see why. You know, there's a lot of design features. They've got some really nice highlights of almost like this neon orange peachish color throughout on the instep of the precision strike zone on the ridges, as well as, you know, you can see here in the heel the ACC is written that same thing, as well as the actual studs. So you know, this is a really nice, I gotta say, this is a nice colorway. It's called Obsidian. You know, it's looking kind of purplish blue, and it's got little highlights of like kind of ocean blue and green. If you rotate, you can see the reflection. One of the cool things you'll notice once you get these out is on the heel counter here, you've got this hyper-reactive sole plate. So you've got the braking and stability for a plant foot back here in the heel. And then up here, you've got all the chevrons for rotational support, so you can pivot and strike the ball. And the hyper-reactive sole plate, but that kind of goes back to here, and then the actual heel counter has like this, literally like a glittery reflective, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has like a glittery reflective deep blue green like obsidian colored shimmer there, and that's a really, really nice little touch there. I think it's cool. They've got like underneath the actual precision strike zone, which I gotta tell you about this. It's kind of interesting how Nike came around this. If you may have already heard, there's 13 ridges here, and they're angled at such a way to be able to, you know, the idea from Nike being that if you mishit a ball, these ridges are supposed to keep the ball down, which you know, being cynical, that kind of sounds far-fetched, but in reading into the science behind it, Nike basically looked at how the ridges on a golf club, which this actually looks very similar to that, affect the flight of the ball and the rotation for a golf ball. And that is their whole goal, is to angle these so that it helps in the same way that the golf club helps manipulate a golf ball to manipulate a soccer ball. Now, if you're clearing it to, you know, to the next field over, I'm guessing this isn't going to help keep you down. But I think it could be believable that in the case that you slightly mishit it, that these ridges could potentially make the difference. I think it's a lot more likely that they'll help you, you know, put a little bit more swerve and bend on the ball. But still, it's just an interesting touch. Nike are always looking to push things forward, and I found that one really interesting. So yeah, so these ridges, very interesting. So you can see all the design features here. You got this micro texture toe box and the fly knit for chipping the ball over keepers when they rush out. And there's just a lot of really nice, it almost kind of looks, I can see why they called it Strike Night originally, because it almost looks like a nighttime sky. And then now obviously Fully Charged, you know, you've got these lines that come underneath that look almost electric. So yeah, kind of a little interesting touch there about the Phantom Venom, as well as looking at this this colorway. Let's look at the other cleat. All right, so nothing any different here. Obviously, we just looked at this, so very similar here. One thing to note, as I always look at the insoles, you got those Nike grip insoles in there. As well, I don't know if we touched on this before, but you got the fly, you still got the same thing from the Hyper Venom. You still got that fly knit tongue, so it's a tongueless design, and then they added like an additional fly knit here over the asymmetrical lacing, and all that adds up to a 30% bigger strike zone on the Phantom Venom. So something to note, if you really like putting your foot through the ball, these things are made for you. And interestingly enough, you see a lot of players actually have taken to these. I was watching Premier League, and there's an absolute ton of not only strikers, but a lot of central defenders, even midfielders, which I got to be honest kind of surprised me, and a lot of goalkeepers actually. We looked at, you know, the starting goalkeepers for every Premier League game a couple weeks ago, and the Phantom Venom was the #1 cleat amongst goalkeepers. So fun fact for you there. But yeah, beautiful looking cleat. I got to say, it really is. It's a different sort of design. It's not your typical cleat color up. Very, very different from the bright color that they already came out with, and then the North American exclusive Black Lux. So if you like your cleats to be a work of art like your game, these might be the right choice for you. Let's have a look at the bag here. I haven't actually seen this, full disclosure. I never check out the bags until I do the videos on camera. All right. Yeah, very cool. So, you know, this has that same obsidian color. I don't think it's quite as beautiful as the cleats, but it's definitely a solid bag, man. Your cinch bag gang will be strong in these things. So there you go, guys. The Fully Charged Phantom Venom, available at soccerloco. Free shipping, over $99 on all orders online, and of course available in all 4 of our stores. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, share. If you have any questions, anything that you want us to look at, we respond to pretty much every comment. So go ahead and comment below, and we will see you soon. Got some exciting things going to be released here in the coming weeks. We'll look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care.